It's the National Football League presented by EA Sports. Tonight on this fine Thursday night, we've got a good one in store between the Detroit Lions and the Los Angeles Rams. And off we go from SoFi Stadium. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully. First carry for DeAndre Swift. And not much to speak of. Call it a 1-yard. Gain up to the 26. Still 9 remaining on second down. Off play action. Carroll. And this one taken in by Cephas. And past the 40 before he's out of bounds. Charles, did I just hear that right? They declined the personal foul. 3 yards, they just declined them.
And I have to think that the official is thinking to himself, did I just hear that correctly, that you declined that one? All I can think of is that someone on the field got confused.
Must have.
It had to, because you're going to take the yards on that penalty each and every time.
So now a fresh set of downs, 1st and 10 after roughing the passer. Now a give, right side. Fulton, and he'll be brought down, losing yardage back at the 40. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11. It's probably a pretty good sign here on the opening drive if your guys from the secondary are coming up and spilling things in the backfield.
How about the adrenaline and aggressiveness that led his eyes to the backfield to run up there and make that tackle, setting a tone early for his defense.
Now this throw caught left side. And this is going to be another first down as the tackle's going to be made at the Rams' 38-yard line.
That was a nicely run slant route, and what the receiver's trying to do is make the defender think he's going upfield for a deeper route and then breaks it off, usually after about 3 to 4 steps, and cuts towards the middle of the field. And now what he's trying to do is use his body to keep the defender away from the football and give the quarterback a really nice target.
And this one almost intercepted. Not a good throw there. Nearly an opening drive INT. 2nd and 10. Now a give, right side. Fulton. And some room to run now. Touchdown, Detroit. And that one heck of a run right there. Once he got loose, you could tell that he was going to run a long way. That was pretty impressive. Extra point splits the uprights, and it's now a 7-0 game.
Lions 7, Rams nothing. Jack Fox to kick off for the Lions.
The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken.
The Rams take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
They go play action here on 1st down. He's got his target. It's the tight end, Tyler Higbee. A solid stiff arm. And they work this well upfield across the 45.
And I feel a little bit like a traitor as a former defender because that big man did not want to go down and refused to go down. If you're a defender and you don't get the right angle on a big tight end like him, he can run right through you like you're not even there. And he did a lot of that on that play.
1 yard gain brings up 2nd and 9.
2nd and 9 now. He'll get this to Akers out of the backfield. And it's going to be another 1st down as they'll get him to the ground at the Lions' 41-yard line.
Defensively, they came into the game with the understanding they're going to have to slow him down on passes just like this because he was over 100 yards receiving a week ago. And you know they want to get him involved here as well.
And he'll go down here at the 35-yard line. He'll get a nice chunk there on the 1st down run, and it's 2nd and 4.
A quick burst there, and he nicely bit off a pretty decent gain.
35-yard line.
First carry now for the Memphis man, Darrell Henderson. They give him about 4 on the play, but he's marked short, so it'll be 3rd and about the length of the football. Pretty good job defensively. Thought he was going to get it, but they knew where that marker was, and they stopped him just short of it.
What it does is emphasize that strategic football and situational football is not just played on the offensive side, is it? Defense understanding, as you noted, where the 1st down marker was and making sure they didn't get there.
Now a 3rd down throw, but it misses the target, incomplete.
In any event, it happened pretty quickly. I'm not sure he made the right decision on that one. I think if he had it to do over again, he would have found a different target downfield, but he made his decision, and that one's incomplete.
From here, this would have been a 48-yarder, but no, they're going to go for it. It's a quarterback sneak. Probably helps your confidence level on those 4th down sneaks to have a quarterback as tall as he is.
Yeah, you're talking about being able to extend at the end and make sure the ball gets to the 1st down marker. But also, he has to be able to drop his hips and get down behind that offensive line in order to move forward. Because if he just runs it straight up and down, you and I both know that they'll snap him backwards. Well done there, well executed.
About 3 yards there to the 27.
Give credit to the defense for stringing that play out, and they gave up no cutback angle. You know he was trying to dart through. No place for him to go. A nice job there, only giving up a 3-yard gain.
Here's a 2nd and 7. Going for it all. And, that would get a wide-up incomplete. Nearly an interception in the end zone. Probably should have been. 3rd down coming up. They got to get it to the 21 now. They'll set up a throw. Looking underneath. He is going to have a Rams 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. Charles, Thursday night game, I think a lot of teams probably say shrink the playbook somewhat. Is that correct?
I think you're right about that because you just don't have the amount of time that you have in a normal week to put in a full playbook. So, as you said, you shrink the playbook, pick out the plays that work best for you. You know what else you're looking for?
What's that?
Who are the freshest guys coming off the last game to play on a Thursday night? Guys have a little extra pep in their step. You go to them early and often.
1st and goal at the 9-yard line.
Now back to throw. And he's got it. That's Kupp for a Ram touchdown. Cooper Kupp, his 11th touchdown of the year. And the Rams are an extra point away from tying up this football game. And we remember, of course, all scoring plays need to be verified upstairs, and I think they're going to at least take a look at this. Point after, up and good.
And that will tie our score here in this opening quarter of play.
So all even at 7 now as they kick it away.
The Lions take over first down 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive.
They are losers of 2 straight coming into this Thursday night game. Is it more difficult, CD, when you take a losing streak into a quick turnaround game like this?
It certainly is, because you don't get time to work on the issues that you've had throughout the season that have caused you to have the record that you're having. You can't really get those set. So now you're trying to minimize those and maximize what you've been doing well. And I remember a game recently where one of the assistant coaches said to the head coach, forget our running back rotation. This guy has a hot hand, and they rode him to a victory. Those are things you have to look out for in games like this. Good coverage on the outside, and I think that's where he wanted to check that down to. But once he saw the danger over there, he just threw that one over everyone's head. Smart play.
Now they face a 3rd down and 4 after that incompletion on 2nd down. Back to throw. Carroll.
Open man is McMath. And he is going to have a Lions first down as he'll be marked down a yard or 2 past the marker following a gain of 6.
First down, Detroit.
Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10.
On the option to give to Swift here.
And the hole closes quickly there. He gets maybe a couple up to the 38.
So, Charles, here we are, Week 17. Both of these teams playing their 16th game of the regular season. And obviously for decades, that was the full season. But as we all know, a little strange, still one more game to go next week.
Yeah, Brandon, I think we're both interested to see how things play out next week, because we know their division titles and wild card spots up for grabs. So those teams, no doubt, they'll be all in. But how would you like to go in front of a team that's 3-13 and say, okay, guys, one more time, let's go get them. If we win, it benefits someone else.
They follow up the gain of 2 with a gain of 1 that time.
As a defense, you're more balanced when you're in zone coverage, because you're able to keep your eyes on the quarterback and see the play develop in front of you. They're able to keep the quick pass in front of them and stop it right at the line of scrimmage.
So now at 3rd and 7, and defensively, it's a dime look, 6 DBs. Looking to throw. Carroll. Flush to his right. And he will slide to a stop. He does have the first down.
When they watch film of this game and hand out the grade sheets, he's going to really like getting a double plus on this play. Why? He scrambles and picks up a first down. But what else does he do? Protects himself by sliding and avoiding the big hit. Double plus, big time play.
So from Rams territory now, it's 1st and 10 at the 36. And he sneaks his way forward only for a couple here. 2nd down.
Certainly a nice job there by the defense rallying to the football and getting him on the ground. But I think the play gets made by the defensive front, because if they can't get upfield, their job is to go ahead and get low, almost get into a ball sometimes, stack things up, and make it difficult for the runner to find a hole.
And this is caught inside the 5. And out of bounds all the way down at the 3. A big play that time through the air. 31 yards. These two teams all tied after 1.
The score tied 7-7.
They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. And he's going to get this back to the 3-yard line and no further. They'll say no gain on the play, and it'll be 2nd and goal.
Leads to 2nd and goal at the Rams' 3-yard line.
Touchdown! That's caught.
Quintez Cephus.
His 6th touchdown of the season. And the Lions have taken the lead. Extra point attempt to follow here. And he's got it. It's now a 14-7 ball game.
Makes the score Lions 14, Rams 7.
The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away.
And this is going to be returned from middle of the end zone. And he'll be brought down at the 28-yard line, so the decision to bring it out of the end zone gets him 3 more.
28-yard line.
Set to begin their next drive, the Rams offense at the line.
And they come into this one off the loss over the weekend. But you say if you're going to play a Thursday night game, this is the week to do it.
It certainly is, because you get right back out there. You don't have time to dwell on things. And look, your game plan is going to be a little more limited, but so is theirs. So that's when you just appeal to your top players. Guys, you make plays in this one, we out-execute them, we can walk away with a win.
This will go for 5 up to the 33.
Brandon, all things considered, they have to feel pretty good about getting that type of a gain, considering the blitz that they just had against them.
3rd and 5.
And the Lions going with an extra DB here on 3rd down. They'll drop to throw.
That's into the hands of Akers, complete.
And he'll have it past midfield, almost to the 40 before being taken down. A big play there on the catch and run.
That turned into a very well-orchestrated play right there. Going to work his way out of the backfield to the right, and after he looked it in, he found plenty of space to roam and picked up big yardage.
And this is, oh my goodness, he pulled it in one-handed. And they do get him down, but not before he's able to slip it inside the 5-yard line.
When they've needed a play this year, he's certainly been the guy to deliver it. As this season has gone on, he's been awfully consistent and sometimes spectacular.
No gain on the play that time, and it sets up 2nd and goal.
Leads to 2nd and goal at the 4-yard line.
Off the option, here's Akers.
And he's going to press this one forward as they stop him right around the 1. Give him right around 4 on the carry. We'll see if they want to keep pounding here on 3rd and goal.
Akers.
And this one will wind up with him losing yardage back to the 4-yard line. It's a loss of a full 3 yards, and it brings up 4th down.
This defense has really flown around in the first half. They've gotten to the ball carrier before they can really get started. Offense got to come up with something else in order to try and get this running game going.
Back to throw. And this is caught. He's got it. Touchdown, L.A.
Cam Akers.
His 9th touchdown of the season. And the Rams are an extra point away from tying up this football game. Extra point right down the middle. And we are tied here in the 2nd quarter. This one tied at 14 now as he sends this one away.
And there will not be a return here. It's a touchback, and it'll come out to the 25-yard line.
The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. The partner just looking at some of the struggles they've had this season. The playoffs are not in their future. As they start to peer toward the offseason, what moves might they make?
I think the running back position, and I know we talk all the time about the NFL being a passing league, but the teams that run the ball effectively, they're the ones that go deep into the playoffs and go to the Super Bowl. They have to upgrade here. And you and I both know in recent years in the draft, people have shied away from taking a runner early, but if there's that special one there, I say they go get him.
3 yards on that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7. Back to throw. Carroll. That's caught by the big tight end, T.J. Hockenson. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield.
And that was good protection there. No, that was great protection there because it allowed him to lock in on his receiver, although I think he was looking for his tight end on the corner route all the way. Nice connection there for a really nice gain.
On 1st and 10, it's Swift. And some room to maneuver. And he'll get this one down near the 20-yard line, just shy of the 20. You know, I have a pretty good friend, Charles Davis, who tells me that when he sees plays like that, strong runs to the right, reminds him of the 1960s Green Bay Packers.
Boy, those were the days back when the fullback actually carried the ball as well as blocked. Then you had a halfback. You had pulling guards, guys who could get out and run. And you can hear the great coach saying it back then. So we get a seal here and a seal here, and we run this play right in the alley.
Officially nothing on that last run. They'll try again, 2nd and 10. Off the play fake. Carroll. And this throw incomplete. Now the defender all over him that time, but it's going to lead to 3rd down.
And I think they'd be well served to take that type of a physical approach against him the rest of the game. He's had his way so far, but on that last one, that worked quite well for the defense.
To throw on 3rd down, Carroll.
And oh no, it's incomplete. Well, it's a touchdown if he holds on, but somehow took his eyes off of it, falls to the ground, and brings up 4th down.
And his kick is good. And they take a 17-14 lead. So a good kick there, and they put the bow tie on it with 3 points.
And let's face it, everybody wants a touchdown. We know that. But in the NFL, defenses are awfully good. You're not going to score each and every time. Be able to knock the ball through the post and take the throw.
By the way, I said bow tie. I meant just bow.
Either way.
Not the tie, but yeah.
Either way.
You got it.
I just went right past it.
Set to begin their next drive, the Rams offense at the line. And that last drive, a long drive, but not just that. They had a great air attack going. Do they stick with that?
I would think that they would, because if they were confident enough to do it on the last drive, starting backed up in their own territory, why would you change anything? They've got to be confident about what they're presenting and continue to do so.
Yeah, because the secondary, they really look clueless.
And that was amazing because that drive went and went, no adjustments, and no big plays by the defense to knock the ball away.
And this one is incomplete.
Well, so far in this drive, they've done some good work. They force incompletions on 1st and 2nd down, bring up 3rd and 10. That brings up the big question. Do they bring pressure or do they play coverage on this down?
And that is incomplete.
That could be the stop this defense needed to get them back on track. They've been pretty well dissected by the offense here in the first half. After that possession, now they know that they can compete with this offense.
On 4th down, the punt team is on as this is sent away. Fair catch called for and made right at the 25-yard line. So possession goes over here on the punt, and the Lions will take over. The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. And they're not going to play this conservative, I don't think. They had the field goal last time, and they're up, but they're looking to put a drive in the end zone.
Oh, I agree with you totally. No one goes out on the field and says, all right, let's just settle for 3, except in certain situations, trying to ice a game, that sort of deal. Most of the time, it's end zone, and that's what you're thinking, and I believe that's exactly what they're thinking as they begin this one.
Yeah, no quarterback ever goes out there saying, hey, let's get 3, right?
Not one that I've ever met.
He'll buy some time right, and he'll be upended at the 33 following a gain of 3. And guess what? It brings up 3rd down. Coming up at the half, a reminder, we go back to Orlando to check in with Jonathan Coachman. He'll have a look back at our first half, as well as a look ahead to what's coming up later this weekend. This one caught. It's the tight end, Hockenson. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield.
Normally on third down and short yardage, you're thinking to throw to your tight end. It's just going to be a simple chain mover. But this time they let him roam down the field, and a nice dart picks up the first down and then some.
Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete. Touchdown, Detroit.
And CD, we have seen some great runs the last few times. He's put this one in our top 5. That was a determined gallop there.
Point after, right down the middle. And his guys will take a 10-point lead.
Lions 24, Rams 14. Jack Fox to kick off for the Lions.
Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away.
Playing at the 25-yard line. The Rams take over first and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
Set to begin their next drive, the Rams offense at the line.
And a first half that really has not been kind to them. A late opportunity here to maybe make some inroads on this deficit before half.
And this drive's going to go a long way towards telling us whether they actually have a chance to come all the way back in this game or not. We've already seen him catch a few passes out of the backfield in the first half, unable to connect on that one.
Certainly seems like getting him the ball out of the passing game, though, is part of their game plan.
It certainly is, because he catches it well, creates a mismatch. You're going to cover him with a linebacker, a corner, a safety. They feel like he can win every battle.
Now he'll dump it underneath to his running back, complete. He'll be dropped after a gain of about 6 across the 30 to the 31. The Lions will use the first of their timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. He'll drop to throw. And able to find Higbee. It's complete. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. A 1st and 10 here, and you know, if they could just get 3 out of this, something about whittling it to a one-score game at half that might provide a psychological boost. A throw there, but that's going to wind up incomplete. An incomplete pass on first down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
Certainly appeared to take away his first read, and by the time he tried to look elsewhere and find an open target, the coverage was too good. That one falls incomplete.
They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. And he's got his man in stride, complete. And he'll get into the end zone. Touchdown, Rams. Cam Akers, his 10th touchdown of the season, 2nd of the game. And the Rams get a late score here, the final minute of the first half. The point after is good, and the lead is down to a field goal.
21.
Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes.
Made at the 25-yard line. The Lions take over first and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive.
And they've got a little under 40 seconds to go if they want to try to put something together here. 7 yards, the pickup there.
The Lions now going to use the 2nd of their timeouts as they'll stop it with a little over 30 seconds to go in the first half of play.
2nd down and 3.
Off play action. Carroll. Escaping the pressure right. And he'll be out of bounds after getting this one across the 40.
Now that was an inspirational scramble for a first down, all the while absorbing a big-time hit. Well, we know the guys in the huddle appreciate what he's doing. But how about the guys in the press box, the luxury boxes, the guy who signs his checks, and especially the main guy with the headset on the sideline? I'm not so sure they like that so much.
Looking for more there on first down, but this throw downfield incomplete.
Certainly no lack of aggressiveness here. They were hoping for the home run play to get them 6 points. They're hoping for a catch, maybe a call, but they figure they can at least get into field goal range with a completion.
Now he'll escape to his right. Give him 7 there on the tuck and run, and they're in better shape now for third. So we've come upon halftime here in Week 17 as we send you to Orlando to check in with Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach?
With both of these offenses having their way, it's not likely they'll need to be doing a whole lot at halftime. But the defenses are definitely in need of some adjusting. And for the call of the second half, let's go back out to Brandon and Charles.
Yeah, Coach, certainly no shortage of action in those first 2 quarters. Definitely got to work on my touchdown calls, so we'll see how much voice I have left for the second half here. Set to begin their next drive, the Rams offense at the line. And they do trail, but they have a chance to possess the football first to try and do something about it.
And that certainly makes it something of an important drive for them, because is it going to win the game? No, but you have to do something to bring some life to your sideline.
Second down, they'll go with Akers again.
And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line.
44 yards rushing for him now on what was his 10th carry of the ball game.
First and 10 at the 42-yard line.
They'll run on first down with Akers. Oh, he's got some breathing room. And he'll get into the end zone. Touchdown, Rams.
The CD, I mean, there are touchdown runs, and then there are touchdown runs, and that one certainly fell into the latter category, and that deserves a couple exclamation points.
And this is a play defensively where you're just looking around and saying, what was that? What just happened? You're looking at your teammates, they're looking at you, and let's face it, your defensive coordinator, he's not going to tip his cap to him. That's not how football works, but he probably should have after that run. That was absolutely sensational.
And he covered a lot of ground on that one, as evidenced by the final total there on Next Gen Stats.
The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. And they'll be working from behind now following the touchdown a moment ago on the opening drive of the half.
I think the guys right now, as they go out on offense, they're zeroing in on one big key. They don't have to do anything differently just because they're down on the scoreboard now. The intent, still the same in what they plan to do on offense.
Second and 6 at the 29-yard line.
Now a second down and 6.
They'll keep it on the ground. Fulton. And he'll be brought down right around the 37. A gain of 4 last play. They double that here and get 8.
And that's a nice pickup of a first down on that second down run. And at that yardage gained, they can run that play on any down.
Line of scrimmage, the 37 on first and 10. Off the bootleg. Carroll. Right side, it's the tight end, Hockenson. And now the ball's out, fumble near midfield. And now the Rams have got it, going the other way. And a huge return as he'll take this one all the way down inside the 30-yard line.
But the tide definitely seems to be turning. And now, as with every potential turnover, they're going to take a second look at this just to make sure. Now the question, was the knee in fact down before this ball comes loose? And is the video convincing enough to overturn it?
A lot of factors here. Remember, you also need clear possession of the football afterwards. This is a tough one to overturn.
And throwing here to start the drive as they connect left side. And he goes diving to get as much as he can following a big gain. A nice little cherry on top there at the end. A big play there for Detroit.
We have seen big plays from both quarterbacks throughout this game, and there's another one right there. Going back and forth, almost like two excellent guitar soloists trying to top each other with each additional play.
And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage. They'll say no gain on the play, and it'll be 2nd and goal.
2nd and goal at the Rams 7-yard line.
Off the play fake. Carroll. They'll roll him out right. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. Only able to pick up 2, and that leads us to 3rd and goal. He was out there waving his arms, and when you got a quarterback out of the pocket looking for any help, I guess waving the arms is helpful.
It certainly is, because you got to get his attention, because now you're in scramble drill. So everyone's adjusting their routes, finding open space, and he found the right spot for the completion.
And he'll take this into the end zone. Now hold on here. We do have a flag down, so let's see what this is about. The holding penalty, that puts him in an unenviable spot here as they try again on 3rd and goal.
Now an option play, and he'll keep it.
He will push his way down to about the 14. The keeper nets him only a yard, and that's going to bring up 4th. And for the 2nd time tonight, this field goal unit comes out here. And his kick here is good. And that'll bring him back within a point.
So give him 3 on that drive. You know, normally you'd say we'll take it, but the way points have been flying around, it feels like a little bit of a letdown.
Yeah, you just have to wonder, are field goals going to be enough? Because as you pointed out, the way touchdowns have been scored, does kicking a field goal actually put you at a disadvantage the rest of the way?
And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback.
Set to begin their next drive, the Rams offense at the line. And we have seen a lot on the scoreboard here in this quarter. So sometimes you talk to me about tendency breakers on offense. These defenses struggling. Are there tendency breakers on defense?
All defensive coordinators keep something in their hip pocket for these types of situations. What can we do to slow down the onslaught? But the biggest thing is make sure these guys encourage each other, pick themselves up, because right now it's been a really tough ball game trying to stop these offenses.
Oh, it really has, especially as of late. Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10.
From the shotgun, here's a give to Akers.
And he'll be tackled just past the 35 at the 36. 5 yards on the carry. Good pickup on 1st down.
That's a really nice, tough run inside, and they gained 5 yards on it. And to be frank about it, most offenses don't expect to get 5 yards on a play call like that. So when they do, they go back to their huddle with a little pep in their steps. They're starting to think that they're starting to dominate the line of scrimmage.
A quick throw caught by Kupp out wide.
And he'll be taken down across the 50 at the 45 in enemy territory.
I like watching the wide receiver screen because it's a real teamwork play. Because guess what? The guy catching the ball, he'll get all the credit. But how about the people who have to block in front of him, either fellow receivers or offensive linemen? That makes that play a really nice timing play, and sometimes it can break big.
And he gets this inside the 35-yard line.
118 yards for him on the ground now. He has been a tough man to bring down all night.
1st and 10 at the 34-yard line.
They'll run here with Akers.
And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. They'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
Well, that was one of the few times they've been able to contain him thus far. He's over 100 yards for the game, but he lost a bit off his total on that carry.
2nd and 11.
That'll be swung out wide here for Henderson.
And they will eventually get him down, but he's inside the 5 all the way to the 3. A big play that time on the catch and run.
Well, if you're a fan of offensive football, this game is for you because this one's been much more like a tennis match than a football game. Back and forth, and there's another example right there of another big play.
And he takes it across for a Rams touchdown.
Cam Akers.
A 3-yard touchdown run. And the Rams tack on to their advantage. Extra point splits the uprights, and the lead is up to 8. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away.
Made at the 25-yard line. The Lions take over first and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. And last time they got 3 points, but it was a chip shot field goal. And when you go to the sideline after a chip shot field goal, maybe the offense not too happy.
It's a balancing act, isn't it? Because you're exactly right. They're none too pleased that they didn't punch it in for 6 points. But they also have to remember they did put points on the board.
3 points is 3 points.
And in this league, you take points when you can get them. Not easily done.
Following the incomplete pass, here they go again. 2nd and 10 from the 25. Off play action. Carroll eluding the pressure right. He'll have a first down past the 40. And this turns into a nice gain with a slide at the end. Well, Charles, in the past, a lot of people called this offense one-dimensional.
I think you did.
Well,
I think it was you.
I'll be honest, I did. I think the fan base is hoping with this young rookie that they can put some wrinkles in this offense like we just saw.
I think you're exactly right, because we did have that discussion that what we've seen in the past from them, they need.
And the Rams got him. They bring him down. He couldn't get rid of it. He takes a sack for a loss of 6 to bring up 2nd down. From the gun, Carroll.
He gets this complete to Cephas.
And he'll be out of bounds just shy of the 40.
I'll tell you what, a lot of those mid-range throws have been available because sometimes teams get too concerned about the deep ball and they leave too much space in front of them. And these guys have been taking advantage so far.
So from Rams territory now, it's 1st and 10 at the 41.
They run out of the gun with Swift.
And that play going absolutely nowhere as he's belted before he could get out of the backfield.
That's a play to take note of there for the defense, I think, in the future. If you're going to try and block him, maybe you get a guard to help double-team him and try and steer him out of the play. They should have done it on that snap.
So still 14 yards to go, 2nd down.
Off the play fake, Carroll. Out to the left there and complete to the tight end, Hockenson. One quarter remains here in this Thursday night matchup. We'll return with more after this. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports.
So from the 17 now, here's a 1st and 10.
Going to give this time to the tailback. And he takes this one in for a Lions touchdown. A great effort there. His 2nd touchdown of the game and his 9th on the year.
And the Lions have a chance to tie things up as they trail by 2 here in the 4th.
Here we go now as we get set for a big 2-point conversion. They're going to try and run for it, but he is not going to make it. It's a big play by the defense, and they're going to hold on to their 2-point lead. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away.
From a yard or 2 deep, here comes a return. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here right at the 30-yard line. Set to begin their next drive, the Rams offense at the line. And they've seen their lead nearly extinguished after that last score, but bottom line, they are still on top with the football, and a touchdown on this drive would really put them in position A.
The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8.
It's 2nd and 8.
He'll look to throw. He's going to loft one deep left side here. Well, this is taken in. It's complete. And he is able to take this way down into Detroit territory. A huge play that time for the Rams.
They'll run here with Akers.
And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. That's going to go as a loss of 2, and it'll be 2nd down.
At the 11-yard line.
Looking for a crease, can't find one. Stopped at the line of scrimmage.
That's a nice job there defensively, being able to diagnose that little touch pass. They saw it coming, converged on him before he could get much out of it.
A lot of tired bodies on that field, but this is a big play, 3rd and goal. And it's complete. He's got it in the end zone. Touchdown, Rams.
Cam Akers
there to make the grab. And the Rams add on to their lead. Extra point right down the middle. And that makes this a 9-point game. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away.
And this will be returned from deep in the end zone.
The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive.
And the script really is flipped for them. The momentum on the other sideline, and now they have to try and battle back from a 2-score deficit.
And not much to speak of. Call it a 1-yard gain up to the 26.
This possession means so much for them. They've got to focus on this drive and find a way to make this a one-possession game.
Yes.
Got to get a score.
Yeah, so good with a field goal. Don't necessarily need a touchdown. Toward the sideline, and look at that catch. Dragging the toes, and that's going to be a 1st down. Well done.
Well, every drive from here out is definitely crucial and critical. They know that they need to get at least 3 here to get it back to a 1-score game. But I can't imagine that in their huddle that they're thinking at all about getting a field goal. They want to get into the end zone and then try and get the ball back again.
And they're well past midfield, just a yard or 2 shy of the 40.
All right, this is the time of the game where they're down a couple of scores, and they've really got to get some yards in chunks, and they know the defense doesn't want to give those up, but they've got to find a way to take them anyway.
Now the question is, can they string a few of those together? So from Rams territory now, it's 1st and 10 at the 42-yard line. Then he'll give it here to his running back. And he'll be brought down at about the 42. Just a yard on the 1st down carry, so it's 2nd and 9.
And the big fella stuffed that one up in a big way. I think doubling him has to be a priority because you can't move up to the next level if you don't take care of him first.
The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9. Looking to throw. Carroll.
And this one nearly intercepted. Boy, that would have been a great time for their first pick. But instead, it's 3rd down.
I guess they're in a situation now, 4th quarter, where they're forced to take some chances, but I don't know that that was the type of a chance you want to take.
And that one could very easily have been intercepted. If it does get picked off, that could possibly seal this one.
Now he's forced out right. He's got the first down here. Oh, no, he lost the football. But this will get out of bounds, so possession will stay the same.
Can almost see inside his face mask there, the look of relief. He coughed it up, but it goes out of bounds. They keep it.
Someone carrying around the lucky horseshoe, aren't they? If I were him, I'd go out and play the lottery after that one. A very fortunate man.
And they're operating in plus territory here. They're thinking points. Definitely don't want to lose the football at this juncture.
Inside the red zone here, they'll look to throw. And he's got it. And he'll be taken down at the 2-yard line. And now whistles and a flag. And I think we got a jump here. A free 5 yards as the defense jumps.
I know it's an anticipation game for them, but it's also a reaction game. And they reacted poorly on that one.
They'll try to run this one in. Nothing doing there. They're going to wind up holding him at the 2. No gain there, and it's going to set up 2nd and goal.
Leads to 2nd and goal at the 2-yard line.
Back to throw. Carroll. And in for the Lions. Touchdown. T.J. Hockenson. His 5th touchdown now on the year. And the Lions have made it a 1-score game again here in the 4th. Point after, right down the middle. And now things get a bit more interesting here in this 4th quarter.
42. Lions 40. Jack Fox to kick off for the Lions.
Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. And here comes a return from a few steps into the end zone. And the decision to bring it out, not a good one, as he's tackled at the 15. Set to begin their next drive, the Rams offense at the line. After the touchdown we just saw, we have a brand-new ball game. And now look at the situation. You got plenty of time on the clock. Defensively, they have 3 timeouts. So do you run the football here, or do you throw it?
I think you have that full conversation with your offensive unit, and you tell them, here's the situation. They've got all of their timeouts, so we are not going to play this conservatively. We've got to attack them. We've got to make them use those, gain the ground that we need in order to put this game away. If you think we're just going to run it 3 times and punt it, you've got another thing coming.
Yeah, and by the way, also the 2-minute warning in play, so essentially 4 timeouts left.
They have to be aggressive here.
Well, a clear running situation. Try to take time off the clock. You ran the previous play, set that play action up nicely.
Boy, did they ever, because they had shown the ability to run the football. So now you lose your keys as a defense. You dive for the running play, and they hit them over the top.
And this one goes nowhere. Losing yardage back at the 22. They call it a loss of a yard there. And that's going to bring up a 4th down. Here's Johnny Hekker now, as he'll punt it away for the 2nd time. So it's Rams football here as we get you reset. They're looking at a 4th down now as they try to hold on to this lead for dear life. Fair catch signaled for and taken just shy of the 30-yard line. So a change of possession here on the punt. And we have reached the 2-minute warning. The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. Well, things are starting to move in the right direction. They get the touchdown last drive, then their defense gets them the football back.
Yeah, now they have a chance to get the lead if they can put something together here. And I'm eager to see how they decide to do it. Do they want to be methodical, or do they want to take the big strike and go after it right now?
Damian Wilson in on the stop. The last run got 3. Now here's 2nd and 7. Back to throw. And It's a short one here, complete to the tight end. The reception good for 7. It's third down. I don't know that those medium 5-ish yard gains are going to do it right now. Probably should have dropped it, right?
Yeah, that way you save more time on the clock. But I know receivers, they think they can catch it and break a tackle and turn it into a big game.
And this would have been intercepted if he could have gotten the feet in. Instead, it's incomplete. Boy, they really could have turned this one upside down. One score down. Here we go. They're going to go for it here on fourth down. They'll try and run for it. And they are going to stop him on 4th and 1 as they'll wind up going backwards. They had to go for it with such little time remaining. And the Rams get the football in outstanding field position. Both teams working on short rest, but this has been one of the better Thursday night games we've seen as they come up here on 1st and 10. Sliding out of the pocket. And they're able to get this one past the 30 to the 25-yard line. What a difference a week makes. 5 interceptions in their last game. Here we are, 4th quarter. He's played mistake-free football.
And I'm sure that we can look back on the past week and say, okay, he spent time in the film room and they worked on his mechanics. Sometimes it's just your team believing in you, your coaching staff believing in you, and you relax and play to your potential. He's doing that in this game.
And taking it to the 15-yard line before he's brought down. Charles, it's one thing to win, it's another thing to win and put up the amount of points that they did. Boy, are they clicking on him.